Is there something you can do defensively, whether personnel or formation, or what you're doing to try to slow down that run game?
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit, and maybe apply some pressure to certain points, try to maybe fill those gaps, and maybe create a little confusion for them up front. You can't just line up and say we're going to beat them. So you have to be able to move the picture for them, for the guys up front, and make them think and make them react, and they have to execute. So we got to create some pressure and eliminate some gaps, and we'll do that.
Eric, has this been the toughest season that you've ever been through throughout your coaching career, or is there anything that kind of compares to you at some tough times in Kansas?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's never easy. I mean, and believe me, it's never easy. And fortunately, unfortunately, I've been down this road. And but this has been a tough one for a lot of reasons, a lot of personal reasons. And but again, it's how you handle it. And I could sit here and mope around and feel sorry for ourselves. But that's not what we're made of. That's not what we're about. That's not what these coaches are about. So we're going to flip it into a positive. We're going to spin it into a positive. And like I said, our whole main goal right now is for these seniors, get this place in a healthy state from when Coach Teffer takes over. So when he gets there, he'll have a good starting point to move forward and build this thing back to what it can be.
Coach, it has been a rough season, but the Bulldogs have played noticeably better when they're at home. How big a deal is it the last 2 games you're going to be here at Bulldog Stadium?
I think it's really important. I mean, I think a lot of teams play better at home, and I think that gives us an opportunity to hopefully have more points than them and win the game for these seniors. I think they're just more comfortable, and what a great way to go out for these kids. Their last 2 home games, hopefully their families and their coaches and their friends can be there to support them, because this is it for those guys. And I want to make sure they go out in the right way and to give them an opportunity. If any advantage we can have to get that W, it's great. And if it's a home win, that'd be great as well. And again, even for those coaches and those fans that come out to the game, you can get a 2-for-1, because if you have a ticket to the football game, you can get into the basketball game at 11 a.m. that morning as well. So it could be a full day of Bulldog athletics for them.
Did you notice anything different off the bye week from your guys' practice? Did they seem like they were a little more invigorated, or do you think they got positives out of that?
I really do. I do. We went a couple days hard, then we had a couple days off, and then we lifted them in a few days. We had a good mix throughout the week of some good rest, some good football, some good lifting, keep our bodies going and get them healthy. So again, yesterday's practice, Sunday just being the first time. Usually on typical Sunday we go about 30 minutes, 40 minutes at the most. We actually had a longer practice to get them going again. They get rest today with school, and then we come back tomorrow and we're full go ahead. So the main point is to get them healthy, get their mind right, get their body right, because we have to give everything we can these last 2 weeks.
Coach, some of those changes that you instilled, the all-in, the towels on, from the mirrors, no names on the back of the jerseys, anything else that you've installed or instilled in these last couple of days since Coach Teffer has been hired?
No, we're just going to keep the course and keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully just keep pounding the concrete, and hopefully we'll pound it in the cracks. And but no, I mean, there's nothing new up our sleeve. We're now we've had a couple weeks kind of instill a lot of those things. Kids know and expect what's going to come, and so no, nothing new.
Was there anything about that Colorado State game that you saw when breaking it down on film that maybe wasn't evident in the moment up there in Fort Collins?
Not really. I mean, really, when you watch the tape and you really watch, you really got to tip your hat to Colorado State. They did a great job. They came out and played really hard, and it just wasn't our day. And like I said, we had some guys banged up. Not an excuse. You got to give a lot of credit to Colorado State. They did a great job. They played a very, very good football game that day.
Coach, did you get a chance to officially apply for the job, and what was your interview like, and when was that?
I did apply for the job. I did interview. It was a great experience. I learned a lot. It's an experience I'll take away with me for the rest of my life, because there's a lot of guys, and you go through coaching career for a long time, a lot of guys don't have the opportunity to sit in that head coaching chair or even get an opportunity to interview. So again, I took it as a positive, as a growing experience, a learning experience. People ask me all the time, are you bummed to get the job? No. I mean, of course I wanted it, but I'm not bummed. And I think because the guy who's taking over is the right guy. It really is. When you look at it long term, he'll do a great job here. So I support him, and it was a great opportunity for me. And as I grow down the road, if something comes up, then I've gone through the interview process and know what to expect.
What was the time frame on that? When did you do that?
It was it Sunday? I don't remember the exact day. I honestly don't.
Weeks ago, a week ago?
It was last week, probably about 7-10 days ago. It was a while. I got a call in the evening. It was Monday. I got a call Sunday evening. I don't know, about 6:30, 7 o'clock, because they were ready to go over to the Bulldog Insider, and then came back, and it was Monday morning. Yeah, so it was good. Great experience, and yeah, I'm sorry it didn't work out, but it was a good experience.
Your time with Tedford at Cal, did he talk about Fresno State much?
We'd always joke about it, and in fact, in 2011, when I was the coordinator there, we played Fresno State in Pat Hill's final year. But, it's just you never really talk about those things. Obviously, he loves the Bulldogs, and he's always loved the Bulldogs, and but never specifically about, obviously the job. But just, we might throw some jokes out here and there, who the Bulldogs out this week or who they playing, and then we played them that year. So other than that, but no.
Is it a challenge right now because of everything that's happened to get this team's attention, to find motivating factors for the team in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, you got to find ways to push their buttons because anytime you go through a coaching change, it is tough. The hardest thing about this coaching change is it happens while we're still here and in the building. You still have 2 games left. So that's the challenging part that we have to do. Even with the staff and our players, you have to be very calculated, and you have to understand how to push these kids' buttons because you don't want to lose the room or lose that edge. And we're going to do everything in our power to keep these kids focused because I don't want them to have regret down the road. I want them to have a good experience these last 2 weeks, and I truly mean that.
Well, along those lines, tell me if these are worth anything in the motivation world. So the last time this team beat an FBS program was Hawaii last year.
Mhm.
Lost 11 straight since. Never had a season with 10 losses. You need to win out to avoid that. And right now there's only 2 teams in the country that haven't beaten an FBS team, and it's Fresno State and Kansas.
Yeah.
They've lost 23 in a row.
Yeah.
Are any of those things that can get this team fired up and find something to go for?
I think if you look at the big picture, things like that, it doesn't make it personal to them. I know it does what you're saying in the long run, but you have to kind of point out each guy in those chairs as you're talking to them and what are they invested in, how are you going to get them to play at the highest level to reach their full potential. And that's really what it's all about for those kids. And I think if you collectively get all the guys in the room to reach their full potential and play the best football they can do and provide, then you'll give yourself a chance to win on Saturday. So I know there's a lot of depressing and down numbers, but believe me, I think they know they hurt, they're going through it, they're sitting through it, they're fighting through it, they're practicing through it, they're hearing all the whispers out there as well. So I think it has to come more personal to them as an individual to collectively give her a chance to win on Saturdays.
Any final questions from the group?
Yeah, so the buttons you are pressing, I mean, they have to do with, the seniors and the personal pride. That's what you're going with?
Absolutely. I think
You're playing, you look at Jeff Camille, look how hard he's playing.
No doubt.
You're playing
That-
for him these final 2 games.
That's a great example. That guy's an absolute warrior. Love that kid. And I've gotten to really grow to love him even more because I've been involved more with the defense the last 3 weeks. But there's kids out there on this football team that really, really play hard, and I want these guys to finish for them. When you have that broader lens and you kind of look at the whole compass of the team, you get that appreciation from players like that. Jeff Camille is an absolute warrior and a stud, and I want these guys to play hard for him and all these seniors, really. But, yeah, that's a great example.
Coach, what do these last 2 games mean for you? Obviously, it's a team game, and you want this team, you want these kids to do well, but it's clear you want to be a head coach somewhere someday.
Sure.
Every opportunity you get to show that you can do this has to be important for you. What's your mindset going into these last couple games?
It's really. I think if you take them, the outlook off yourself, and don't have it be about you personally, and you get these kids to play really hard, and they can win some football games, then other things will take care of themselves. You know what I mean? Because if we don't play hard and we don't win these games, then all the things you're talking about, me personally, it won't matter. So it's really about getting these kids to play hard. It's about their memories, about their moments, and all that other stuff will come. And if a head coach job doesn't come up this year, maybe it's 3 or 4 years down the road. But I can't change that. All I can do right now is control what's in front of me right now and control these next 2 weeks and these kids and their memories and their moments. And that's really what I want to focus on with these kids. All the other stuff will take care of itself.
All right, if there's nothing left for Coach, we'll let him go at this time. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, that's interim head coach Eric Kiesau as Bulldogs take on Hawaii Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock at Bulldog Stadium, as you heard him mention.